So a lot of people lately have been sending comments more of this bike. This is my 82 Yamaha XT250, and I finally decided I'm going to get it running again. Last time I started it was almost 2 years ago, and that was when we moved out here, so thought I would get it running again. But before we do that, we're going to be changing the oil on it. I just got this stuff today, and I also am going to be changing the plugs, and I also had the battery out all winter, so I'm going to be hooking that back up. And yes, I leave the batteries in the basement, so you know the batteries won't get ruined in the winter time. And theoretically, this thing should be fine because I drained out the gas and let it run dry, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem getting it started, but we'll see about that. Alright, let's get this plug out of here. I don't even remember when the last time I changed it, but it's been a while. That was tight. Okay. And of course it gets all over my hand. I need a rag. Doesn't look bad as I thought, but might as well change it anyway. So I'm going to let that drain for a little bit and then we'll get to the oil filter. Alright, let's get the oil filter off. This is going to be the first time for me taking off this oil filter. I did get these ones loose, except for this one, because I absolutely hate Phillips screw heads because they always tend to strip. So I'm going to have to figure something out so I can get that last one off so I can get this oil filter off. So I'm going to get these off first. Alright, I doubt this is going to work, but we'll try it anyway. Because this one is stripped. And that's why I hate Phillips screw heads. Okay, I got it. Now that's loose, I can try to... Yep, there we go. Okay, what I always do is that I always use a rag and clean everything up inside the oil filter. Just to clean up everything. Doesn't have to be perfect, but... And then I use a little bit of oil around the gasket. And then it just slides like that. And now time to put the gasket on the cover, which I have, the new one. So I'm going to get this little flat. Come on. Doesn't look terrible, but might as well replace it anyway. And then put a little bit of oil around it. Cool. And then slide that back on. This is a really weird drain plug with this spring on for these Yamahas. I don't know why they do these, but from having the spring, it's kind of a pain to get this threaded back on and get started. Alright, it's tight enough. Alright, now it's time to get the old plug out. This will be the first time I probably have pulled this spark plug out, because I never really did that. Yeah. And it is pretty burnt, so just make sure this is the right one. Yeah. And here's the new one I'm going to be putting in. Alright, so the oil I'm going to be using is Yamaha 10W40, and that's what I was told by the guy. And from this engine I'm supposed to be putting a quart and a little bit of a half. So I'm going to put this whole bottle in. It sucks because this one doesn't have a dipstick, it just has the cap. So hopefully I don't put too much in or put too less. So. A little over a half, but it's good enough. Alright, we have a battery in there. I think it's still good. I'm not sure if I have it hooked up quite right, but we'll try her out. impressed. No horn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this key. It keeps falling off. That's why I have the zip tie. Reason why I want to get this running again, because I was trying to get this thing on the road. I have a clear title. It's on my name, but you know, ever since I had it, I've just never been able to get to it, because I really don't want to ride this thing in the field and beat it up too much, because you know, for 1982, it's more of an antique. So, but still running as the same as it did the last time I used it, so no surprises. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so I thought I would show you something a little special before I end this video. And this was me back in 2015. I was 18 years old, and we were filming a teaser trailer for a movie project that turned into an epic fail because we didn't reach our budget, which kind of sucks. But that day we were doing a couple shots with me and the bike and this girl riding along with me, and I only met her once and I never saw her again. But it was very interesting for me to have a girl ride with me on my bike. But she was nice. I liked her. It was a fun day.